Yes, everybody, welcome back. It's more Blood Bowl. I honestly wasn't expecting to do this today. But when you get on your thing for the first time after walking the dog that you do 3 times a week, and you notice that there's a game in 22 minutes, you kind of have to do that. Especially when you've already crumped both of these guys and you want to see how well they do. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I am your host, Chun-Li1. This is Crenbowl Season 17, and we are here in Division A once again. We are currently going to be casting Big Mac Smack, playing his Bretonian team, the Bumbling Bannermen, versus Shalmer's Ogre team, the Swampgers. It's going to be a fun one, I'm sure. And then here's hoping, anyway. Meanwhile, I've got like 2 bites left of a McDonald's sandwich and the better part of a medium Coke. So, let's pop over and see what things are going about, shall we? Yeah, those are all the buttons. That's good. Yep, Blood Bowl's sound is playing. Alrighty then, use your wasted time. Poor choices points to bet in the chat over who you think will win. Region varying, of course. First and foremost, we have ourselves the Ogre team, because that's who I found first. Shalmers, the Swampgers, sitting at 1-2-1. This Shrek-themed team proved to not be able to hold up against Orcs, losing to me 3-0. But it should be a fun game anyway. 1 cheerleader, 2 rerolls, 1 apothecary, fan factor, and assistant coach. Very interesting team. A half dozen ogres. He bought more of them. Yeah, that's 6 ogres new. Meanwhile, we have Rumpelstiltskin, Rondo Windbreaker, Blind Mice, Puts in Boots, Butter Pants, Fairy Godmother, Donkey, and Lord Farquaad, and all ready to go here as his 8 Noblars. So we're sitting at 14 players. He's got quite the bench. So yeah, no inducements for the Swamp. And his opponent, the Bumbling Bannerman, played by Big Mac. Bretonian team. There they are, folks, in all of their full plate glory. Let's see. 4 blitzers in general, 3 for today. Sir Stumble is out for this week. Meanwhile, we also have 4 blockers, none of whom have a level, only 1 with a pass. And then 3 linemen. Mediocre Mason, the only one of them with any SPP because he got an MVP at one point. 2 rerolls, 1 apothecary, 3 fan factor, no cheerleaders or coaches. And also, no leveled up thing. Should be interesting. Will the more generally balanced and more evenly armored Bretonians be able to deal with the slightly more unable to be caught ogres who can, well, the ogres can certainly be caught. It's those nobblers you gotta be worried about. And all the ogres with Mighty Blow can get through that armor fairly easily. So who knows? It's the balance versus the extremities. And it should be a fun game. Still got about 5 minutes left on that prediction. Well, I'm going to pop over here and see exactly where everybody is. Well, that's a problem. Big Mac is only on Discord on his phone, on mobile from the looks of it. Shalmer is in AFK mode, at least he's got a little moon icon. So yeah, maybe. Here's hoping. It would certainly be a shame to go through all of this trouble for this game that I don't think was going to get streamed, and have it not happen again. Well, it's been quite the season so far, anyway. Thinking about that while we're waiting, I should take a look at the leaderboard here in Division A. Because it hasn't much changed over much since last night. Let's see, Bretonians are currently sitting in 3rd place with the best, or tied for 3rd place anyway, with Sir Brady's Dwarves. They've got a great chance to be able to move, just hold up to get a nice solid 2nd place. Meanwhile, the Ogres, if they can win this, that brings them up to 8 points, which puts them in a tie for 2nd place with me. So the Ogres aren't even out of this yet. Might be a little bit more difficult for Kislev, for Blood Phoenix, with only 2 points, 2 league points currently to get back up, but yeah, especially after 5 games, Kislev is probably out now, out of the running. Elven Union probably could still get there. Dark Elves, maybe not, with only 4 points themselves. Ogres have 5 points, but could still possibly catch up. Because like I said, with a win here, they're tied with me. And I only have 8 points myself. Yeah, the Bretonians could come up to a total of 10 and take a 2nd place very solidly. Ogres could get up to 8 themselves and be tied for 2nd place, making the whole thing a little bit more interesting. But there's still 2 other games that need to be played. And Krendor and versus Orcs? No, that's Dwarves. And then Goblins and Elven Union. That should be interesting games. We're here for Bumbling Bannermen and Swampkers. And for all intents and purposes, that game should be starting. Big Mac's in. He's ready to go. Shalmer is in game. All right. Hop over to Cabal TV and wait for them to show up and see if that one game is still there. Yes, it is! The Houses of Horror and the Flying Snakes still haven't left this system. That is quite amazing, frankly. How long has that been there? A couple of weeks now? Months? Well, that's the end of my McDonald's. So I had nothing left to distract me from this game. Alright. All parties look to be right and proper. Both are in game and have responded in Discord. We should be ready for a game. It just needs to show up for me. Both sides actually have responded to that. Yep. All right. Yeah, they're probably just in their inducement phase. Doesn't really pay to be super impatient at this point. Oop, wait a minute. That's the wrong. I gotta change this. I normally do forget something. That is my stream title. TONNIONS. Fixed it! There it is. The Bumbling Bannermen versus the Swampgers. Let's see what's happening here today, folks. And hope we can get in before things get too involved. All right, the Ogres are on the back, on the top. The Bretonnians are on the bottom. Bretonnians are on defense. And what is this? What is this? What is this? No, really, what is this? No, I know exactly what this is. This is Zara the Slayer. The Bretonnians have brought in a star player this time round. A decent enough blitzer, although her special ability of Stake only really works on undead players. It's still a good skill nonetheless. An unmodified attack against armor rolls to automatically break and injure. It's possible. That's a good idea. Although that being said, 9 armor is not who you want to be using that against. Reasonably, you want to be hitting the Nobblers. Which probably means Zara's going to be blitz-stabbing Nobblers as much as possible. But if she can take out one of the Ogres too, that's even better. Meanwhile, here are your level ups. We have Shrek with Break Tackle up front first, with Fiona with Guard. We have Diving Tackle Puss in Boots, and Diving Tackle Block Rumpelstiltskin. What a combination that is. He's going to be a little bit harder to pin down, assuming Nobblers weren't hard to pin down to begin with. Stunty, Dodge, Titchy, Sidestep, they're all annoying skills to deal with. And here it comes! I got it wrong again. Quick Snap! Bumbling Bannerman can make a move to an adjacent space. Nice kick, though. So, they are in fact, the Bretonnians are going to move forward into their opponent's line a little bit, getting more tackle zones onto Shrek. Let's see, their loner, Little Albert, is on the sidelines. Interesting choice, if I do say so. Dauntless goes off, and first shot against Shrek, resulting in a very fast armor break. It's only a stun, but stunning somebody on the first block is always slightly demoralizing for the person that took the hit. Zara's Dauntless comes through again as well. She doesn't have block, but she can still get through with... Well, she does have block. So either way, it's fine. Not an armor break, but 2 Ogres being knocked down. That's tough. That's rough to begin with. 3 die on Donkey! And Donkey is injured! This is not looking good immediately for the Ogre team, having already been having their line being broken through and one of their Nobblers immediately removed. They only had 5 on the field currently. Now they only have 4. The Bretonnians are not messing around unless they fail to pick up, in which case they don't use their reroll. They only have 2. That's a decent enough. You've done some good damage, Big Mac. You don't need to use your rerolls immediately. Both sides kind of would want another reroll by now, though, but neither side has really gotten enough winnings to really do that. Fortunately, the Ogres have not gone stupid yet. At some point, I'm just going to need to stop talking.
I don't know how you've done it, but I know you've done it!
I did it all right. I said it, and then two of them go bonehead. Thelonious and Mongo go bonehead. Well, here comes Cookie. And the Noblars are gonna be like, nope, 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 no, no. And frankly, I don't blame them. But having had one of their numbers sent right off to the sidelines immediately, yeah. Oh my god, Fairy Godmother has minus armor. How is that character not basically dead? Meanwhile, Fiona is stunned again. Well, not even again. Shrek got stunned last time. Man, Big Mac is doing a number on these big guys. Doesn't necessarily hardly even need to worry about the ball as such. Here comes a shot against Ugly Stepsister. It's a push. Nothing of important tone. Ooh. I beg your pardon. It's a little stuffy today. 2 die on Cookie, no block. But he does have Wrestle, which is as good. Theoretically, anyway. He's on the ground, no tackle zones. But he also knocks over his target as well. Meanwhile, Sir Dunkle the Dizzy now has the ball on his second shot. What is he going to try to do? Is he going to try to pass? No, he is going to send up this guy to go kill more Nobblers, perhaps. He's already used his Blitz, so he can't do that, but he can try and pin them down ever so slightly. But they're Nobblars. You can't pin Nobblars, as we've established. Stunty, titchy, dodge, sidestep. But he's going to make him roll dice regardless, which is always nice in this game. The more dice you roll, the more chances you have of failing. That being said, Sam the Unlucky might end up being a bit unlucky in a moment here. Well, the Blitz wasn't eaten, and Sir Crispy the Singed is going to not only be crispy and singed, but also slightly punched as he falls to the ground. A little bit of good tenderization. Alright, Ugly Stepsister moves in. And there goes those skills. Well, oh, they're setting up to really wreck Sam the Unlucky here. There it is. Blind Mice gets the 2 die and is able to knock him down. Even with Fend, that's an armor break. Like, if you get hit with a full might of basically a 4-year-old in the face, you're gonna be stunned too. So let's see, what else is happening here? Big Mac and the Bretonians have a good chance of a pass play, considering Brian the Backstepper is wide open. And he could hand it off to Lazy Leg, but he's not going to do that. Here comes Zara! Dauntless coming up, only getting pushes. Gonna take Zara around to help with the ball carrier, or no? I don't know. It's his team. Nope, Zara's going to stay exactly where she is, and we're going to bring back our passing receiver down to get a 1 die over here on Cookie, resulting in a reroll, which does turn into something better than a skull. Well, there's That's the first reroll used on turn 3, so decent amount of not just going about wasting them. Being very mindful of the dice he has to roll. Good on him, Big Mac. That said, when you roll a 1 on a dodge, especially after using your reroll, yeah, that's slightly obnoxious. And this being said, Sir Dunkel still has a really good chance. He could score in 2 turns. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will make 1 GFI either now or then. And that makes it a little harder. But you can still blitz through blind mice halfway decently. But this ogre blitz against Sir Fumbles, only resulting in a push. It's less good now, but blind mice can still get shot through from Sir Dunkel. Fat and Lazy Kyle is going to ground. Fend stops Shrek from moving. Yona's moving around. Mediocre Mason is getting pushed by Mongo. Like, probably upset that he didn't get his fantasy Starbucks. Let's see, the only thing left is Ugly Stepsister, so where would he want to move that? Her to be a good spot? I don't know. Although, actually, Puss in Boots is also available as well for moving. Moving forward to Mark Shields Nothing. All right. Well, as stated, we have Sir Dunkel the Dizzy has got a good shot against blind mice. Even better shot now. Interesting placement. It does stop Shrek from coming in too close. That keeps Cookie occupied. Here comes the Zara Blitz. Going through Thelonious. Nope. Cookie. Okay. Doesn't exactly help you getting the ball moved further down the field, but a fallen over ogre is a fallen over ogre. A KRUMP's a KRUMP. Alright, well, Sir Dunkel is in a very good spot. This is an obnoxious wall that the ogres are not going to be able to reasonably get through, and he's breaking the wall to create a more traditional cage. Can't say I hate this idea. Dauntless fails. Thelonious gets pushed away. Brian the Backstepper and Shields Nothing are left for the Bretonnian side. Unfortunately, the Bretonnians have controlled this half so far near flawlessly. They'll be able to get through this hole reasonably well. Like, controlling near flawlessly. Good call there. Don't use that reroll. You've done everything well. Like, that's some really good reroll discipline. I mean, we're up here in Division A. Our players might not be any smarter than anybody else's, but our coaches know when to re-roll and when to not. Says the guy that wasted his apothecary last night. Because I wasn't paying attention. Right? right, putting another one over there on Sam the Unlucky. Oh no, Sam is gonna get hit by Thelonious. No, he's getting hit by Rumpelstiltskin. Thelonious blitzing. Lazy leg. Pushing him into the sidelines, marking up the ball carrier. That is intimidating. It's not exactly helpful, but it's intimidating. That is helpful. Guard Ogre coming through. Now Sir Fumbles is getting pushed, which is going to knock Lazy Leg into the crowd. He is KO'd. Ladies and... here's hoping that Lazy Leg has got himself a nice pair of the Lady of the Lake board shorts because he has been surfed. Well, Shrek coming around to join the scrum. This is kind of turned around for the Bretonnian side. Although that being said, Fat and Lazy Kyle, despite only having 2 agility, is in a fairly okay spot to get away. He's got to jump on Shrek and on all the Noblars. I mean, if Angrork on my team, the Black Orc can catch 3 individual passes to date now, this guy can catch 1 and just run it towards that back corner. But at the same time, that's not the smartest move for Big Mac. Although that being said, it might be the smartest move because his current lane has been well and truly held down. Dauntless goes off, a 2-die. That opens up the Ogre lane. You can still get through Blind Mice. Who is that? Shields Nothing is standing back up and is doing his stuff. Fat and Lazy Kyle opting to not be the receiver, while Ugly Stepsister takes one to the face. Maybe they'll do the whole Family Guy joke and they just hit her pretty again. I don't know. Zara's Dauntless turns into a push for Mongo. Okay, for the love of Nuffle, friend. Takes her Blitz Blind Mice. No, he's pulling back. Okay. Now he's going to tackle Blitz Blind Mice. KO! You know what? Sure. Put him up here. That tackle will get 2 more players, and you can't reach that. It basically stops Rumpelstiltskin and Puss in Boots. Wrong direction! All right, Cookie's back up. Sir Dunkel is still reasonably safe. And they have plenty of time to score still. And a reasonably open alley. Assuming that it's not filled with Noblars next turn. Considering Nobblers can fit into just about anywhere. Bonehead moving along just as nicely as ever. Shrek just too concerned about what they're all doing in his swamp. And here come the Noblars. Oh, he's going to surf Sir Crispy! Yes! He's going to push Sam the Unlucky right into Sir Crispy. He's going to send Crispy into the stands. Oh, he's got some Green Knight board shorts. Good surf. Good surf, Shelmer. It's a blitz into Surf fumbles. Knocking him over, opting not to move, and Ugly Stepsister, it will be back on her feet next turn, hopefully. Now here's the thing, Surf Fumbles can still 3-die block Rumpelstiltskin. Good Dauntless shot on Cookie. Three-die blitz block Rumpelstiltskin. Get over here and stand next to Mongo. Sam the Unlucky gets a 3-die against Lord Farquaad. Even without block, that's still a decent chance. And then Sir Dunkel just runs up the line and hopefully doesn't get murdered or sent into the stands, which Shalmer has been shown to be quite proficient in. The looks of it, he might actually be pivoting around to the center. He's pivoting to the center. Probably a good call. He's going to take some GFIs. This is the one you want to re-roll. There goes the re-roll. And he makes it. There comes Sir Dunkel. He's going to keep Ugly Stepsister where she is. Come on, Sam. Hit one of the Nobblers. You'll never get a... It'd only be 2-die, but... You tried. You tried. So did he, but he's on the ground now. Bonehead goes off. It ate a reroll for doing that. I think that's Shalmer's first. And it ate his blitz, too. That's enormous. That's a big uh-oh for Shalmer. Mongo is not deciding to be dumb. Good, go for it. Does he dare another one? I don't think he does. Sir Dunkel can outrun anybody on the ogre side. And there goes Sir Dunkel. He's gone, baby, gone. Mongo is going to need to take a couple of GFIs. Lord Farquaad would have to be the one. Yeah, Lord Farquaad would have to be the one to blitz. That's not good. That's not good at all. It would be a 1-die blitz. Zara's broken armor again. Cookie's stunned. And that's how that cookie crumbled. I love how I'm looking at the camera like I have it on this version. But that Bannerman has decided to fall over and stun himself. That tin can he wears on his head rattled him real good. So, Shelmer can get Mongo next to him, can get Puss in Boots next to him. He'd have to take the blitz with Lord Farquaad. which is not good considering that would be a 1-die blitz with no block versus block dodge. You would need to find a POW on that 1-die with only one, admittedly with a reroll, but it's not great chances. It's possible. I mean, anything is possible in Blood Bowl. I mean, Nuffle, pernicious deity that he is. Here it comes. And no. He's re-rolling the GFI. And it's Snake Eyes. Puss in Boots falls on his own nose spike. That's basically a free touchdown for Big Mac. And frankly, it's about the only thing he should do at this point. There's not any really good hits he could make, although he might be able to take a shot with shields nothing against Fiona. No, he tried to... Zara tried to stab, didn't work. And there's a touchdown. Fair enough. That's right. Praise the sun. I had triple dice to block Noblar. That's probably a good thing that he could have done too. How's it going, Soapstone? Let's see. 1 KO comes back. Puss in Boots. Zara is being pulled back. Well, obviously, we got 1 turn. We don't want to give the ogres any better chance of doing more damage. Having a nice timey-wimey. Good to hear, my friend. Good to hear. Let's see. Lazy Leg is still on the sidelines. Possible that he can come back. Sam the Unlucky, Mediocre Mason, and Fat and Lazy Kyle are still up there. Wish my team was Doctor Who themed now. Man, that would be actually... not that how would you do that necessarily and not just be like the first Doctor, the second Doctor, the third Doctor, the fourth, fifth, bloody blah blah blah. If Theo... Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Elaborate for me, my friend. How do you build a Dalek in D&D? So many companions. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Quick snap for Swampers. Oh, and also, let me guess. The pitch is inside the TARDIS, right? Artificer, creator of Daleks. There's got to be a build with pets. Well, technically, yes. The Battlemaster does get a little mechanical dog, so, or whatever. I mean, you could possibly do that, but that would be more like you were playing the Doctor as opposed to the Dalek with Kate. Is that... Uh-oh. Good start. Read end. Although, at the same time, I suppose if you went Armor Smith, you could flavor your armor as being a Dalek suit. Because I know that the Daleks aren't necessarily what you see. They are like aliens inside these strange suits. I like to be either the Doctor, a Time Lord, or one of his companions, him being my... Ooh! The Doctor is a Warlock patron! That's an idea! They are growths, yeah. They certainly grew something. Last I saw or understood, they were like slug-like things. All right, that's the one. Warlock, Doctor Patron, Doctor Warlock Patron. Beautiful. Like your casting focus is a sonic screwdriver. My God, why do I love this? I don't care much for Doctor Who, but I love this concept that you're pitching, my friend. It's actually kind of weird that Doctor Who isn't really in my wheelhouse. I usually love science fiction, but there's something about Doctor Who that never actually clicked with me. Okay, look at that wall of flesh. I'm excited with my Dune Doctor Who magic card, so I'm into it again. It's very good. So kind of what I understand of it. Sometimes slow-paced and kind of boring. Bannerman can set up an illegal defense. What a kick! All right, repositioning over to the right to get away from the wall of flesh. Who threw the guide doll into the lava in the underworld? Who summoned this wall of flesh? We're not ready to start Terraria hard mode yet. You end up watching the boring episodes because you feel loyal to the Doctor. You know, I can understand that, at least. Alright, so. Sometimes you just kill one of the demons and it just falls in the lava. That's true. That's true. Hey there, Steve. I'm not playing. I'm just casting. But good to see you around. By the way, dude, I want to do the Warlock Doctor Who now. Write it out and I will do my best to kill Theo. How about that? Little Albert's getting hit. By the way, this is a good opportunity. There are some new channel point rewards. If you want to check them out, if you have the points. With 15 HP unraged with a thing pummeling me. I think Cleric Ranger is fun. Well, both are Wisdom casters. I could see that being a very interesting build, Steve. Well, that's one bonehead for Mongo. And Thelonious goes bonehead. And the ball is going to get picked up by Rumpelstiltskin. By Frumpy Pigskin. Here come the Blitzers! You know Doctor Who companion on D&D. Okay, cool. Be Caroline Mills, companion extraordinaire. Why do I have that strange feeling that that's that one girl that got turned into a face in the concrete? Human Warlock Fighter. Perfect. So, like, what? Pack the blade? Honestly, actually, no, for a Doctor Who companion, I would almost... Made up that... I don't think so. Okay, fair enough. Honestly, for a Doctor Who theme... Okay. Well, Rundo Windbreaker has gotten injured now. That's a second Nobbler down, which is surprising, because it's only been the second. Sonic Screwdriver turns into a lightsaber. As long as you don't expect it to do radiant damage, I'm good with that flavor. Maybe it just extends into, like, an actual, like, good, like, Magician Cane weapon. So it's more of a rapier than a lightsaber. But who knows? We can figure that out. What does the blade from Pact the Blade does? Basically, it just means that you can turn it into a Pact weapon that works off of your Charisma stat as opposed to Strength or Dexterity. And that's assuming you get the improved Pact of Blade feature as an Eldritch Invocation. But usually you're limited to one-handed weapons, which is okay for like a rapier or a sonic screwdriver lightsaber. Can the blade be knuckle dusters? Theoretically, yes. It can be any one-handed weapon that doesn't possess a special feature, the heavy or two-handed properties. It can and also you can choose any weapon in your possession, magical or otherwise, and you can perform a ritual to turn that weapon into your pact weapon. Otherwise, you can just summon any weapon into your hand that fits the bill. Like one day you want a dagger? Fine. Next day a rapier? Sure. Sword, scimitar? Be my guest. But if you choose to do it on, like, say, your current weapon you have in Curse of Strahd, regardless of the fact that as a greatsword it wouldn't work, you would just always summon that weapon. But otherwise, you can just sort of shunt it into a extra dimensional space. That works really well with a sonic screwdriver. Yes, it does, actually. Very versatile. Yeah. The doctor has given you a mini TARDIS in your coat. It's bigger on the inside. You just reach in. How many times has a companion actually used a sonic screwdriver, though, is a question. +3 dodge to hit. That's true. I forget. Like, when I played this ogre team, he doesn't add negatives to dodges. So I was playing super conservatively. They don't use it. Fair enough. Extenuating circumstances. It's the dork doors. Well, that at least WEEZ gets a player onto the ball carrier. Hello, Coon. Matt, we get over here into the third quarter of the game and everybody shows up. How goes the Bowl of Blood? It's going reasonably well. Bretonians are up 1-0, scored right there at the end of the half. Zara is hitting the ball carrier. Oh, it's a stab. Just a stun. Zara doesn't have the ball. +5 to catch. Ogre, Zara. Who is that? Sir Dunkle the Dizzy has the ball. Wow. That's funny. Well, let's see. Fiona could go through Zara and get some guard onto the ball. That would be helpful. Shrek is over here. Oh, he can't get much further than this, though. Was that 2-die? Yeah, that's 2 tackle zones are going to be difficult to get through for a 2 agility ogre. Here comes Ogre Blitz. 3-die, finds the POW on Dunkel. Paid for his insolence. Meanwhile, Fiona is going to send Zara the Slayer flying, though not flying far enough for the Ogre's liking. There we go. Gets her fumbles marked up. The thing is, even with... Well, this isn't the worst place for the ball. It's not the best place either. 3 tackle zones on it is not easy to deal with. Goodbye, Surefeet. Fairy Godmother has injured herself, but she only has a 5-up on the injury table, and she rolled a double 12. What was that? That was another niggle. She's lost 2 points in armor value! Fairy Godmother has an armor value 3! Holy boxcars is right, Coon! That's a good line. I might have to remember that one. But seriously, 3! Armor value 3, and Zara fails jump up. Because of the block, ooh, yeah. Yeah, Fairy Godmother is at this point deader than she was at the end of Shrek 2. 1 in 36 to not break armor. You know, to a certain point, I would almost keep Fairy Godmother around. Like, on one hand, just because... Well, Surefeet wasn't nearly so good. But I would almost keep Fairy Godmother around just for the fun of it. But a 3 in armor value, that is amazing. Well, it's a sub-Narblar you can use that's cheap. Yeah. That is a lot of tackle zones on the ball. Brian, the backstepper, is also injured.
Yes.
Minus armor value! He's dead!
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
You don't even get to choose, he's just straight dead!
Yes.
Wow! Steve, you show up and there's blood on the field. Solid doctor. Hello, Bitwise. Yeah, solid doctor. So that, not to specifically take shots, but I'm going to take shots anyway. Yeah. Hello, yes, I would just like to deal with this concussion. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm sorry, but it would not. But dealing with concussion would not specifically increase your standard of living. But I can help you with MAID. Apparently, the Bretonian team is working off the Canadian healthcare system. Jump up, Dauntless, into a 1-die. Hey, Doctor, can you fix this armor here? No, I'm not a blacksmith, but if you wear it, I can try to fix it. Just hop in the furnace. Perfect. Saves on planning the cremation. And you're already in a casket. And or your crematorium vessel. Bring out, you're dead! He's just stunned. That would have been so funny if he died off that. Oh, this is getting insane. And it's still entirely likely that Big Mac is going to win here. But he's dealt with a significant amount of damage. It's not a Pyrrhic victory by any stretch of the mind. But he really needs to walk away with the win here for that death to be meaningful. I mean, he's an unleveled blocker, so it's less of a worry action now that I think about it. Oh, Sam the Unlucky is stunned, unluckily. Turnover. And a 3-die on Stumpy Stickskin. Oh, he's injured.
Yes.
No long-term effect. Can't wait for the dead MVP. Ain't it always the way, Steve? It's always the way. Pow! Lord Farquaad! KO! This is what happens when you leave your Noblars in easy range of being hit. It's a good one for the Black Boy. Yeah, it was indeed. Zara Blitz! Zara Trip! I'm sure that's a position we've seen her in. We've seen Zara in far more favorable circumstance. Puss in Boots has the ball. You get Shrek, Fiona, and yeah, Shrek, Fiona, and Mongo around him. That's going to be really difficult. Run, Nabla, run! It's Forrest Runt. There's that's bad. That's bad. That's downvote. How do you fail a 6-up stab? He rolled double 2s. Fail.
Why must you fail me so often?
Yeah. Can't wait to see the 3-up stabs. Oh, yeah. Like, what would be better in that regard? A stab or a 3-die? Frankly, the 3-die probably would have been better. He's already used the Blitz on Zara, so that's not the issue. And frankly, Shelmer is... Oh, what can he? He's a 5, and he's like 17 out. Oh, dip! Shalmer, please, for the love of God, tell me that you remember that you can throw teammate. Is there assassin player Dark Elves? On the team, normally, that you can buy? Yes. Is there one in the Dark Elf team in Division A? I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, Shalmer's best chance of scoring right now is throwing. Push the lineman, get Fat and Lazy Kyle off of him, bring over Cookie or Shrek. Well, Shrek is going to take the blitz. Wrong blitz! All right. Fiona's the one you wanted to give it to now. Just pick. No! KO!
Why must you fail me so often?
Shower! Why do you do this to us? Why? You could have tied. You probably could have tied. Admittedly, the tackle blitzer down here is not a good thing, but still. You probably could have. The instant I joined, there is great lamentation. Fantastic. How's it going, memes? Oh, pass it, please! Pass to Baron bumps a lot. Okay. Well, that failed. He's got 2 rerolls still, though. Nope! Shalmer, you could have tied! Alright, Thelonious is gone, bonehead. Didn't eat the blitz, though, which is good for him. He only has only the ogres left, though. Alright, so who's going to take it? Is it going to be Cookie? Is it going to be Ugly Stepsister? Well, Ugly Stepsister's going to move in, at least. Cookie! 3 die. Sir, Crispy gets clocked, but that's all he gets. Well, there are now 4 ogres on the ball. I think that's GG. The bumbling Battermen have won this game. And they don't even need to do hardly anything after this. They could just say, like, nah, we're done. Oh, no. Steve found the karaoke. The karaoke. I did say I have added those. Smack! Zara goes down. Eats the loner. Sir Crispy the Singed is not the dead person, so the MVP goes to a good player. You have 2.5 thousand left, and I thought 10,000 was a good price for that. Alright, well, Cookie gets theirs. 1 touchdown, 1 death. Fortunately, it was an unleveled blocker, so that's one thing. 48% ball position versus 12. Only 7 points for the Swampkers, but a good 14 for the Bannermen. They're coming out on top just in general. 21 1s, 13 32s, 26 3s, 12 4s, 19 5s, 11 6s. Wow. Very high on the low end there. That's crazy, actually. That's really bad. But it didn't really hurt them over much. Jump up failed as often as it didn't. Stab was not that great. Dauntless worked fairly well. Dodge was bad, bad, bad. They could have won by a lot more, it seems. Yeah, they probably could have. Pickup wasn't so good. Well, that 66 is not that bad, but going for it was 50%. Wow. Block dice. 7 skulls, 18 both down, 18 push, 8 stumbles, 11 pow. Yeah, block dice weren't that bad for Bretonians. A little high on the pows, but that served their benefit. The Swampgers, 23 ones, 26 twos, 26 threes, 26 fours. I'm sensing a pattern here. 29 fives and 37 sixes. Unfortunately, a fair number of those sixes came on armor rolls. No catches and intercepts, but no one was expecting that. 75% casualties, that's not good. 84% success on Bonehead, that's actually fairly decent. Armor 45, injury at 69, 33% going for it. No one did great for going for it today. 66% wake ups, 71% dodges. That's a lot of stunty and titchy to help with that. 100% pickup, that's always nice. Better high dice, but a lot on cause, armor, and injury. Yeah. 11 skulls, 18 both 8? 18? 8. 18, 8 both downs. Screw me. 20 pushes, 9 stumbles, and 16 pows. An interesting... Yeah, not bad. Kind of high on the extremities. Very high on the extremities, but yeah. I'm not entirely certain either side got more diced than the other, just a lot of ones came at really bad times. Yeah, let's take a look at that league now. After that, with that, Bretonians solidly take 3rd place with 10 points. Overall, pushing me down into 3rd, or tied with 3rd until Crendor plays Dwarves, which will happen in a few days. Beat Chaos, so they're done, because they're in 5th place. Goblins still have yet to play, they're 2-0-2. How am I doing? Well, I'm 2-2-1 right now. How are your orcs doing, Chun? Sure. Is Crendor game scheduled? Yes, Crendor's game is scheduled. Let me see if I can tell you what it is immediately. Alright. Crendor versus Threvo, Wood Elves versus Dwarves will be tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, Crendor is... Dwarves against Wood Elves is not the best matchup for Wood Elves. So Crendor is going to have a problem with that. So it's a possibility that Dwarves come up to 9 points and take 3rd place. Well, actually, no, that wouldn't be 9. That would be 10. He would have 10 points, so he'd be tied for 2nd. If any team is going to break its win streak, it's Dwarves. Yeah, possibly. Although at the same time, after what happened, Crendor, calling it now, Crendor luck, both dances are dying. Oh, that would be horrendous. But at the same time, if you think Dwarves are going to be annoying for Crendor to play against, with all that tackle, block, and thick skull and whatnot, have you seen my team's stat line right now? I would like to point out 5 players with guard. Look at them! Look at them! 5! Crendor's gonna hate me. Yeah, let's see. For the rest of this week, Goblins still have to play Elven Union and Crendor versus Dwarves. That's gonna be a thing. And I don't think this game has been scheduled yet. You rival the dwarves with that amount of guard. Gotta get all that guard before guard break is a thing. You know what? Fair enough, Kun. That is correct. Alright. Well, with that, I actually now need to check something. Let's see. First and foremost, make sure my Chrome is turned off. Second, I have never heard this song before. Steve, did you send me a rap song? Alright. Alright, well, I said it, and I'm gonna deal with it. So first and foremost, let's go over here. We'll mute that. Yeah. Alright, you know. I only just realized what that next line was. Yeah, I've never heard this song in my life. Might have to make a note. It's like karaoke tracks are good to do on stream, right? What am I sure about? That I've never heard this song? I'm sure I've never heard this song. Hang on, I'm gonna... Should the loud noises of a wildebeest giving birth over which cover it up? Alright, you know what? Here. What is this? What was this? American rapper, singer, songwriter. Well, the good thing is I made it very clear that have you ever played Library of Ruina? No, I haven't. And really, I only threw this in as a points redemption thing because I was going insane yesterday. Hey, like, seriously, watch that VOD if you want to see me go absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm gonna. I said it in the thing. I'm going to make the executive decision, and like, subject to what's the word? Uh, my discretion. I'm going to refuse this song. Actually, sorry, Steve, but yeah, I know I've never heard this song before. And going through those lyrics, I'm not sure I want to. Yeah, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure. I did make it sure that that anything I did was not going to be like super insane to do. Well, so I put that little disclaimer in there just to cover my own butt. But tell you what, I will listen to it. I will find the actual track later and see if I actually do remember it. And if I do, I'll tell you. How about that? I'm sure I don't, but I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. Besides, considering the actually stipulations of debt and reward, demands I do it in an orc voice. If the wrong, can you imagine what would happen if someone saw this and sent it to the wrong people? Nothing good, I would imagine. But yeah, thanks for making me understand what the kind of bluff I'm being called on in this. Yeah, all that gray hair. I need a haircut. Ah, well, that was a fun game at least. So, what else is gonna, actually, like here, Steve, I'll do you one good. I'll do you something here. Give me a number between 1 and 243. I'll give you a free one of these in exchange. How about that? Random facts. Assuming you haven't left in disgust. Got a big old book of dumb, useless information. 10,000 frame drops. Is that really just something with the Blood Bowl? Well, it's not that bad, I guess. Alright, well, let's see. Is there anything else that is going on in the Blood Bowl chat? No, not really. Alright. Well, I got another idea here. Since I am unfortunately halfway cheating folks out of music, how about I give you some actual better music done by somebody who actually can do music reasonably well? As I realize that popping over that he is in fact streaming right now, back from a vacation. How about we send you over to the 8-bit drummer? Jared's a really cool guy. Don't know him personally, but he's a good streamer. He does some great drum streams. So yeah. Go over, say hi, I don't know, hashtag Crenbowl for the raid. What do you say, guys? We'll head over there and we'll do that. So until next time, guys, thank you all for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes. Let's go raid a drummer! Have a good rest of your day, all. There we go.